Hi, I'm Brittany here with your art fail of the day. Hello, today we'll be drawing a front door with a wreath on it, maybe something you can make some handmade Christmas cards or a fun Christmas decoration. You'll need a ruler for straight edges, a pencil, and maybe an eraser. And I'll be coloring mine with some watercolors, but you can color your front door in whatever medium you would like. So let's get to it. Alright, so first let's make our large rectangle of our door. You can make it as big as you want it to be. Alright, step 1, rectangle towards the center of your page. And I'll be going off a reference that I will show on the screen. So next, before we do a Christmas wreath, we're gonna draw everything underneath, but draw this super lightly and you can go back on with the lines that you'll need after we put the wreath over top. I'll be drawing a little bit darker just so it's easier for you guys to see the lines. Okay, so first I'm gonna do the top window from my reference. So I'm gonna go about maybe a fourth down, draw a straight line across, and then do that curve around, almost like a rainbow. And if you want yours to be more of a perfect half circle, you can use maybe like a small lid or a different like rounded object that you can just set right here and then trace if you really want a crisp line. Okay, and now we're gonna do like the little, I don't even know what they're called, but they're like the little fancy decoration divots in the door. So first I'm gonna kind of measure up with my window up here. Maybe go just a little bit down and draw a line. And still matching up, I'm gonna skip a space and draw another line down here to mark my, because there's gonna be a group of 4 rectangles that we're gonna draw. Then gonna go, let's see, the center is about right here. So we're going to leave a space in the center, draw a line over like that. Probably if you want to measure like where the middle of your half cylinder is. And we'll do the same for here. We're just making tinier rectangles is all we're doing. Then I can use this. See what I did that line a little bit too long. tiny rectangles, 4 of them. This one I might actually bring down a little longer. And while we're down here, I'm gonna use the same ruler spot and go maybe ½ an inch over. I know I have a weird ruler. It's one of the triangle rulers that has a bunch of different measurement types on it, so mine's a little bit weird, but you can probably get a better measurement out of a real ruler. This is just all I had with me today. Then I'll go up here, match this and bring it about ½ an inch over. We're just making small rectangles, 4 of them. Okay. Go ahead and pause the video if you need a little bit more time to do that part. Okay, now let's do the little kind of fancy doorknob. So I'm just gonna do like a rectangle. That is not a rectangle. Kind of an oval shape right here, and then draw a circle in the middle. Kind of looks like an eyeball if you turn it this way, so if you want to turn it that way and just draw an eyeball looking thing, that helps. And then the actual handle, I'm gonna do kind of like a triangle on the top and then bring it around like this, and then do a handle. It's kind of a long oval shape, and then another small circle right here. It's a little low on the door, actually. So I'm gonna show you that again. We're gonna do it a little bit higher this time. Do the base and then the handle. Needs to be skinnier. So it's almost kind of like a bone shape if you want to do that with the handle, and then add kind of a rounded triangle up there. Okay, now we can do our wreath. I'm not gonna fully follow this image that I pulled up to kind of reference from. We're gonna do an actual like leafy holly looking wreath instead of the bauble one, the ornament bauble. Okay, so I'm gonna draw 2 lines down from my center, that's the wreath holder. You can use your straight edge for this as well. And then I'm gonna draw a circle over this. Now you can use different lids and stuff if you wanna get the right size lid or something, or if you have like a rounded bottle base or just something rounded that you can trace, you can. Otherwise you can just eyeball it and draw a circle. So there's the outside circle of my wreath. And kind of make a donut. So then draw another smaller circle in the center. Draw that really lightly. Okay, now that we have our donut of our wreath, I'm gonna kind of erase some of these lines so that we know our full outline of this wreath. So you erase some of your door stuff that you did so that it's actually overlapping the door. Okay, so we have our donut that we're going to turn into our wreath. Instead of having this sharp circle, we're going to kind of add a few little there's no set way I'm really doing this. I'm kind of just eyeballing little tufts that I want to stick out. It's just kind of making little frayed lines almost. Right, I'm just doing short little lines off of it. Kind of small triangles almost. Almost like a fringe. Little bumps. Then I'm gonna do another kind of a layer of another circle. Just a few lines. I'm doing just like little tiny dashed lines almost, but doing them more in a triangular shape, if that makes sense. Kind of like a fringe, but more in a concise, like this is where a leaf kind of is, just giving you the idea that a leaf is there. Do these lines a little bit light too in case you need to erase them, because we're going to add like a bow onto this, or if you want to add little baubles onto your wreath. You can also just kind of peck little lines with your pencil to give it some texture, like this. Just little pecks of line. Okay, and then we're gonna kind of give some shape to this middle by doing the same thing we did on the edge, where it's just kind of like a little bit of fringe. Just kind of jaggedy lines is what I did. Okay, now let's do a bow. So you're gonna start by making a circle, and you can make this bow anywhere you want to on the wreath that you just drew. And then kind of like a rounded triangle off of it. So we're gonna draw a line off like this. Another rounded kind of line off like this. And then we're gonna connect them like it's a triangle. Almost like a gumdrop shape. Same thing for the other side. Kind of bring out a line and another line, and then meet them. Now all this stuff right here is going to be erased, and in here to do the ribbon down, we're going to come about right a little bit center of our bow, draw a line down, then go to the center here, kind of curve that line over, but bring it down, and then it's just a triangle, straight lines up and down. Then same for this side, go about right here. Actually, we'll start from the center, that might be easier. So do kind of mirror the other side and do a curved line out. And then it's a little past center, draw a curved line out, and then we do that triangle to make the bow edges. Then you can erase everything that's in the center of that. So everything here, don't have a good small eraser. So if you want to wait to do your wreath leaves texture that we did before, that's fine. I'm having to erase mine now. Okay, gotta fix some of my lines. There's our bow. You don't have to draw that big of a bow. I did draw a big bow, but you can draw either a ton of smaller bows all over. Just figure out what you want to do. That's just how you can draw a bow. And then if you want to add like a little baubles in there, you can just draw little circles. Or if you want the little holly looking berries, you can just draw smaller circles in there. Or when you color it later, you can just add little circles of red. And you can even have some of your baubles kind of hanging off, overlapping, just a bunch of little circles where you think looks nice. And of course you'll have to erase in the centers there. Yeah, so that's a quick video on how you can draw like a front door with a wreath on it, and maybe you can make some Christmas cards out of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint mine with some watercolor. So I hope this helped you out. If you want to leave the video now, please remember to leave a like if this helped you out, and share it with your friends, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint. If you want to paint or color along with me till the end of the video, you are welcome to.